Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us another week. You're welcome to the class prefects. And today, this episode is going to be very interesting. So just bear with us. I'm sure from the intro, you've already noticed that the meditation isn't there anymore. So we've moved the meditation to the middle of the episode because we just to try something different. If you like it at the beginning, then let us know and we'll keep it there. But for today, it's going to be in the middle. And we have two guests today. One is here now, and one will be joining us after the break. So, stay tuned. If you came here, you enjoy both of our guests today, I assure you. So, without further ado, before I go on to this episode, thank you for everyone who listened last week. Last week's episode was one of our highest rated we've ever done, highest played and listened. Thank you to Ozzy, thank you to Denola, to Bayo, Noble, everybody who shared, who has supported us, and we're very grateful. And we look forward to having more great episodes and rising in the charts. So, without further ado, I will let our guest introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Madame Viv.
Okay, that's who we are. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was going to ask, how do you want to be like
exactly.
tagged
And
today?
I love
Because
that
things
you
have
allowed
changed
me. Things have changed
since last time. Okay.
Yes, my name is Madame Viv. What can I
Okay.
say? I
More
introduce
about
what I
yourself,
do,
like
right?
what do you do?
Okay.
Summary,
Okay, first
a
of all,
synopsis.
okay, Madame Viv is a chemical engineer by profession. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm a writer. I'm a photographer. And I read cards as well because I'm an intuitive. I'm very into wellness and, restructuring your mind, rewiring your nervous system, reprogramming yourself as a person. Because I really feel like the main reason why we're here is to be the best version of ourselves. So my whole life is really mostly spiritual. How can I grow and how can I be a better version for myself every day? And my friends know me as somebody that is always changing. Like Emmanuel said, things have changed. That's how everybody is with me. They're like, you've changed again. I am never in the same place twice. You might see me, my hair is short today. Tomorrow I have a red wig. You see? So yeah, that's Madame Viv in a nutshell.
Okay, yeah, I think it's very. You're one of my most interesting and dynamic friends I have, because I'm always like looking forward to what you're doing next.
Oh, thanks.
And for those who don't know, she has a single now, right?
Yes, I
It's called
do.
a
It's
single,
called
right?
Who Am I?
Who Am
Yes,
I,
it's
which
a
is very
sing-
apt,
Thank
to
you.
her whole, I think, journey and life process.
And it's
And
very
it's on
catchy.
iTunes.
And I produce it myself.
Very,
Yeah.
I mean, many coins. Where is it? Is it on iTunes,
It's on
Spotify,
iTunes,
everywhere?
Spotify, everywhere.
So
Audio
everywhere,
Mac.
we'll
Check it
put
out.
the link in the
Amazon
bio
Music,
and
YouTube
everything.
Music.
So yeah, Who Am I is the single, and yeah, so that's the question she's here to answer today, hopefully. So yeah, heads up. I mean, the first half of this episode is going to be not heavy, but it's going to be more serious. You might need like
I'm
a
a very serious
notepad or
person.
something.
I'm trying hard to relax.
I think you're a mix of both. There's a mix, because
think?
when you're a barber, it's not this. It's not
A wild
somebody else
soul.
that's there. So yeah, so we're going to start off with like some introspective stuff, and I think this is a good segue, because last week, if you guys remember, we spoke about Insecure briefly, and how in the last season Issa and Molly had grown apart as friends, and at what point do you decide to move on from a friendship, from a relationship, from your place in life, and how hard or difficult is that? That's why the episode was called The Art of Letting Go. Letting go of a friendship, of a relationship, of your old self.
Yes.
And so I think today we're going to start, because we spoke about relationships last week, but we didn't really talk about
Relationship
growing
of
as a
self.
person and your relationship with yourself. So I think this is the perfect guest to kind of, talk about that a bit. And so we don't really have our typical, I mean, I guess our highs and low will be like built into the discussion that we're going to have, but we don't have any hot topics per se. Yeah, so basically, if you've been listening, or people have been listening for the past, like, I think 2 or 3 months, and if you're a new listener, welcome. Actually, welcome to all our new listeners. Welcome to the show. If you're listening for the first or second time, thank you for joining us. We hope you subscribe and like and rate and all those nice things. But I've been speaking about the feeling I've had of just like existing and not really feeling like there's any purpose to what, like just feeling like aimless generally. And I see that because I'm going through a kind of transition phase in my life personally into a different kind of being. Not to get too deep, sha. So, as somebody who is familiar with metamorphosis and changing,
Apt.
you know, because since I've known you, you've changed, you know, your persona, your name, and your whole like even your whole like life path has changed since we last spoke. So you
Yeah.
know, how have you? First of all, how when did you notice or feel like this change was happening, and how have you like navigated comfortably into a new space? I think is what
Okay.
I'm trying to say.
All right. First of all, I use my feelings as like the thermometer.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I feeling? Most of the time, I just feel as though, you know, you're shifting. You feel as though you're shifting. You feel as though you're expanding. And I also feel as though sometimes it also seems as if I'm mourning as well, because I look at old things that I used to love and I'm like, wow, I don't see you fitting into where I'm headed. That's how
Mm-hmm.
it looks sometimes. I outgrow old feelings, old ways of thinking. I gain new information about my life. For example, because I said I'm very spiritual, so I have this balance between spiritual life and physical life. Because of me growing up with unrefined skills in that aspect,
Mm-hmm.
reality and let's say fantasy used to merge. And how I knew that I'd grown was when I began to see, because I witnessed or experienced two realities at the same time. That's something I want people to
Okay.
know. I do. And so it's very confusing. But I realized I changed when I was able to look at life and see two different realities in split form. And I'm like, wow, there's no longer a merge. I'm able to balance what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing. Does
Mm-hmm.
that make
So the
sense?
two realities are what you can see happening and
And
what
what you
you're
can feel in.
feeling.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Exactly. Because there's this teacher that I follow, Mariam Hasna.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
I
she's
love her.
fantastic. She says that the inner world is the real world. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times you might be looking at someone and you're talking to them, but there's an underlying feeling there that makes you feel, I don't think I trust this person, or there's more.
Mm-hmm. Intuition and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the person might present themselves as somebody that is so fun, so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes them, but you can't
But they're
shake off
really a
that feeling
snake.
that, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's two
Even there are many
realities.
in Lagos.
Thank you.
Plenty.
Exactly. So how I know that is how I know I'm changing is when I see things differently and you can just see the distinct change. And how have I been able to navigate through?
Mm-hmm.
However, I've been able to navigate through by just allowing myself to think of life as an ocean. You are flowing with the current, you're not fighting against it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I've been able to navigate. It involves a lot of crying. It involves I journal a lot, but I also take a lot of time to myself, which I'm
Yeah.
trying to change now, because with this whole journey of self-development, I think I've isolated myself a lot to the point where I'm like, you know what, now I don't have to go through things alone. There are friends that want to hear what I'm going through.
Yeah.
There are friends that can talk to me. So that's how I navigate through changes.
I think what you just said resonated with me so deeply. The line about, you know, fighting against the current. Because, like, when you're, like, drowning or stuff like that, they always tell you, like, don't fight or struggle or stuff like that. And I think with life, when you try to fight the changes that are happening, you give yourself, like, that whole unnecessary stress and anxiety. But just, like, roll with what is happening. I mean,
Yeah.
to an extent, clearly,
Yeah.
but just like go with the flow ish
Go with the flow.
of what is happening, and I think that what you're saying is that it's easier
It is when you do
to
that.
like
Swim.
you know.
Yeah, you swim. And then also try to find it easier to let go of things. A lot of times we just want to hold on. And trust me, as somebody that knows how to hold on for so long, I'm now learning how to just let go. I now realize that I don't own anything and nothing owns me.
I mean that is the line right there. Yeah, I think so. Letting go again. Last week's episode, the art of letting go. So do you? So what? If someone was saying, if someone is going through this now, right? They're in this phase. We've said okay, go in the direction of the waves, but that sounds very like very meta. What kind of practical steps like have you taken, or would you want to have taken
Okay, for
that
me,
would help you?
okay, for me, it's now about actualizing. So you write up a plan. What is it that you're trying to achieve? Where is it that you're trying to go? For example, with me, I said, right now, in this particular moment, I'm trying to build better friendships. I'm trying to build more friendships with women. I'm also trying to earn money. Okay, so those are two things that I want. How do I get them? You start to list it out. How can I get more friendships? By being more sociable. I have girls on my phone that I've not spoken to in a while. Text them,
How are you
hang
doing?
out. I hung out with one
Blah.
of my friends, Nicole, a weekend ago. We have not spoken in like 6 months, and it was so lovely. We've just been more talking frequently. Money, I've been looking around for opportunities to work. I've been putting myself out there. So that's one way to actualize. Another way in terms of like growth is you just feel those emotions. A lot of times, especially as Nigerians, we suppress our emotions to the point of thinking that it's cool to be cold. Well, it's just, for me, it's just a fool that is cold.
I don't know if it's cold or if we're so overwhelmed, because there's this saying, I can't come and kill myself. It's like there's so much that goes on in this country that if you were to really just be like, oh, let me try and process everything that happens to you every day, you'll be overwhelmed.
There's some truth in that, but I feel as though you are also overwhelmed because you're not processing anything at all. It's easier to say can't come and kill myself and push it to the side and just continue pushing through. But pick 1 or 2 or 3 emotions from this overwhelming, and you find out, okay, it's like you're unraveling. Let's say like your mind is full of clouds. It's like you're clearing things up. And one thing I would say for Nigerians, especially as the fact that we're overwhelmed, we should try and be conscious. I say that because every day is something that is causing us to react. Every situation that you find yourself in, there's somebody that is acting a particular way, and it's like the first instinct is to lash out. That's how it used to be for me. This whole week has been about having situations in which people want me to lash out or trying to get a reaction from me, and me choosing to respond, me choosing to be calm, to be patient. It makes you less overwhelmed, because I'm a highly sensitive person, so I feel energies. So you have to be very conscious of yourself and aware, and try and pull yourself back from reacting and choose to respond instead. Another thing, I also feel like we should learn how to like meditate or calm ourselves down. It makes you feel less overwhelmed.
Always
as well.
included in this episode. That's why we have our new meditations that
Love
we put
it.
in there.
Exactly.
I think those are very. I think just being very in tune with yourself, because I think but like I've said many times, before I moved back to Lagos, I was just moving on autopilot, writing exams, going from first year to sophomore to junior to finishing school. And I never was really like, because like you finish uni and you're like, what, 23, 24, you're almost like halfway through your 20s already.
Thank you.
And you find out that you've just been doing exams and going for classes, and you haven't really sat with yourself like, oh, so what do I want to do? What is my life? How have I changed since I was 17, since I was 18? Do I still like the same things? Are my friends from high school still people who I want to hang around with? And I think, since I came back home, I've really been thinking, because I've always been like a kind of beat of my own drum kind of person. I don't really care. My actions are not really dictated by others. If I want to go somewhere and do something, I'll do it. From this podcast to whatever it is. And I've always seen it as, I just don't succumb to peer pressure. But I think it's deeper in the sense that I've always known what I want. Like the core of myself has always been known. So it's easy for me to be like, I don't want to do that. Like, because it has nothing, I have no interest in doing it. And it's like, because people find it very hard, I think, to say no to things that they don't want to do. And I'm like, just
and it all comes
walk
from
away
how
from
they
it.
were raised as well. Going back to what you said about how you were living on autopilot, I moved back to Nigeria in 2017, and I feel as though it's 2019, 2020 that made me realize that, damn, you've been in England all this while. Were you really alive? It's
Like
like I just
like
moved
moving
through.
like a robot.
I did not know how long I'd been in England for until I came back to Nigeria, and Nigeria really opened my eyes to be like, dang, girl, like, you are an adult. You've gone through school and uni. It was sad at first, if I'm being honest, because Nigeria is really such a wake-up call, especially if you've been asleep for a while. So, but the reason why I moved back was because I felt I didn't know myself. You see, think about yourself as, okay, you're in Nigeria, you're a black woman, you're in England. You don't know yourself, so you don't know how to relate to the environment you find yourself in. What is racism? What is sexism? You're not even sure. You just feel like you just go through certain things without being aware. Coming back here and really seeing how they treat women, how they refer to women, I'm like, wow. Do you get me?
It's a different ball game entirely.
coming back here has made me find myself, and
Now,
I
I think
feel
that
like
the lessons you learn as a woman are different from the ones I've learned
mm-hmm.
as you know as
And
a
then
man.
imagine
Yeah.
being a Nigerian woman in Nigeria trying to
Mm-hmm.
make its name for herself in something that she loves, you know. So my point is, one of the things that contributed to me finding myself was coming back here,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like when you return home, you're able to now say, okay, who am I at home in Nigeria, around my family, around people that I see
Mm-hmm.
all the time? Who am I? How do I relate to this environment? Because if you can now get the basis of that, you can go anywhere and be at home. Mariam Hasna always says that home is your body, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to learn how to be at home with your body. A lot of times it's like we're trying to escape who we really are, because a lot of us indulge in escapist methods. I used to do
Mm-hmm.
that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, since I've become more aware of myself and I started to like myself more, it's like, okay, I don't think I need to escape anything as much as before.
That makes sense. That
Yeah.
actually makes sense. I think the journey, and I think it's something that it's something that I think should be started from when you're very young.
Yes,
Because
it helps.
before all the isms and everything start to like weigh on you, you should have like this is who you are as a person, and something I wish the whole like education system frustrates me because I feel like I haven't used Roman numerals in years. I haven't used sine and cosine. I don't even know when last I had to use
Geometry.
Pythagoras. What I don't know what that is
Don't kill
anymore.
me.
So I feel like there's so many skills that I think, especially for this Gen Z and beyond, with social media being what it is, and how it's so easy to lose yourself with Instagram and
Thank
everything
you.
now. There has to be a component in our education system for some kind of like wellness and holistic kind of thing.
Yes.
And and not, I mean, we on that guidance counselors in school were nonsense.
Yes,
If
definitely.
we're going to be very frank. So they were not useful for anything. So I think that is very vital for people now, because if you lose yourself, like now, like going back to like Instagram, it's a huge thing. There's this documentary we spoke about, the social dilemma,
Okay.
and it basically speaks about how all these apps have been engaged literally to the micro level to make you addicted. So if they notice that you've been away from your phone for too long, they send a notification to get you to look at it. I mean, that documentary scared me because I didn't think it was that specifically engineered
Yeah.
to get. I mean, but again, it makes sense because they get paid by the number of time you spend on the app. So they will want you to spend more time on the app. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I even have something to say about that, because in my song I said that I use social media to get to know myself better, or to see myself better. Social media was something that I was very much addicted to, and that was because I didn't know myself. Once again, we're talking about 2017. Social media helped me to, would I say persona? Who is what is my persona? Am I outspoken? Am I loud? On Twitter, I started to be like really loud and vocal. And being like that on Twitter enabled me to be like that in real life. Because in real life, I did not have a voice. I didn't know how to speak. I didn't know how to talk or stand up for things. So that addiction part comes in as well, because this is an app you're using to help find yourself. This is also an app that is trying to make sure that you never lose. Do you get me? And I cannot say that, I'm a recovering social media addict because now I don't tweet as much or post on Instagram as much. You follow me now, you know how consistent I was on Instagram. I was always on it.
I think now what you post is more of the content that you're doing, like
Thank
your
you.
life journey.
Thank you.
And that type of content, yes.
Yeah, but I totally lost myself in there. I have to watch that documentary that I said.
This is really
I
good.
totally lost
And
myself
I think
in
it's wild because if you go on my Instagram, like I post like once a month. I'm not
Sometimes
really.
I'm even wondering whether I still follow you.
Exactly, because I'm not. Because like I post on my stories every day.
Yes, yeah.
But as far as my feed, and I hear people say, you need to do your feeds. I'm like, I don't have the energy, and I think sometimes that maybe, luckily, I never got the bug that way. But it's also like sad because like I want to make money from all these things.
I get that.
And every time I'm trying to do a job or do a show, they're like, "Oh, how many followers do you have?" I'm like,
and
but that has nothing to do with the content I'm giving to you, you know. But and again, coming back to identity, I think the world is so invested in setting performative markers.
That's a keyword.
And kind of defining who you are, that I don't blame people who, go till they're 40 and they're like, oh, I'm 40 and I've just been going from one Instagram campaign to the next, and it's like I haven't done anything that I want to do myself. And that's what I think people should really be scared of
Social media.
and be wary about.
Yeah. Because I love social media for its good things, but its bad things are also there. Social media is what helped me find myself. But to the point where, and I said, I was now so lost in that social media, and I said, I found myself, let me move back and go into the real world. I was always on my phone, always on my phone. But now, like with screen, that time, that's
screen time. I mean, it's called screen time on the iPhone. That tells you how much time you spend.
Exactly. Now I'm seeing 65% down, 85% down, and I feel so proud. The thing is that with social media and identity, if you find what you are looking for in that social media, leave and go and put it inside the real world. Because I shifted from Twitter and Instagram to WhatsApp and Facebook. Those are where the real people are. The people that know you, your family, your friends.
Well,
that's where I push my business. For me, my reach or my people for the things I was doing, I found out were on WhatsApp and Facebook.
Yeah.
Not on Twitter and Instagram. The social media politics now. If you're not popular on social media, are people going to really push your work like that? It's only until they see somebody that is really famous say,
now post
this
you,
is good. Then they come. Do you get what I'm saying? I remember I did this beautiful post with it was the Know You challenge with Ladipo. That I just did that, that dual screen.
Duet thing, yeah.
I found that it was because a particular person that followed me commented twice that everybody just flooded to go and comment. Do you get what I'm saying? And I said, this is not a bad thing. This is how it is. Social experiment kind of thing. So with my social media and my content, I know I do content that I'm really proud of. I just felt like I didn't get that support on social media. I felt that people saw my stuff and then they just continued. With this song that I've dropped, I know people have listened to it, but do you know how many people have responded that, they have? Do you get what I'm saying? It's been listened to. But people wait until it's like, you're more popular, you're more out there to actually give you that. I don't need to wait for that. Let me go to the people that know me, my family, my friends, on WhatsApp, on Facebook. I posted on Facebook. The people that, my cousins, people that I went to school with, they shared it, they reshared it. I said, this is where my people are. So it's different for everybody. That's how I see it.
Okay, so I think a second key I would pick from what you said is finding your tribe or a group of people who can support you in this journey in finding your authentic self.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Also, one thing to add, I feel like because I now stopped looking on that platform for love, support, tribe, and started looking at who is really my tribe, my cousins, my sisters, my aunties, people that have been wanting to love me, but I was too focused on the other people that I was trying to get that attention from. So you have to look at you have to really look.
Yeah.
A lot of people are chasing a particular form of things, but look at the essence. It might take a different form. My cousins said that they've been waiting for me to come back to them, that I pushed them away. So you can imagine. That's how it works. You just have to be aware of your people by being aware of the people around you.
Yeah. I think what you said again, like there's I feel like my head has so many things swirling inside. A friend of mine said that people spend so much time trying to attract people than serving the people who are in their audience. So it's kind of like, why would you go to a restaurant and instead of serving your table, you're trying to attract other people? Like, your table is full.
Thank you.
So deal with your table.
Thank you.
And if you serve your table well,
then
they will spread the word.
Thank you.
They will be happy. Because if you now, in an attempt to attract people and not serving people at your table,
to the people that are
then it's
there.
kind of like,
exactly,
what are you really
doing?
So I think it's very vital.
That's something that I realized as well. And honestly, it made me feel better about myself, because I'm like, wow, I have family. I have a lot of family members. And I have these people that want to love me.
Yeah.
Why are you going outside?
They don't have to look anywhere.
Do you get me? So I would say to people, look in your crowd or look in your family. Charity begins at home. Look in your immediate environment for that love that you're seeking. It helps you in your journey to self. Since then, I've become more family oriented and all of that. So
yeah, I think it's fine. I think this is definitely something we have to like continue in parts and learn, because I think the journey is always changing. I remember when we had our first podcast and I had my breakup and there is a different
You
situation
fell.
now.
We
It's a
spoke a lot.
different situation now. I'm just thinking back, it's like, wow,
I
things
know,
have really
right?
changed
They have changed
since that day. But I think,
And I think I was even louder then. My voice was so loud. I was so now I'm just calmer and everything.
yeah,
Everybody changes,
it's
man.
peaceful and relaxed. So I think, yes, I think to summarize everything, right, guys, finding your identity is very important, especially nowadays. And don't be scared to lose things that were a part of who you were before.
Yes.
You know, if
Don't be
if they
afraid to
don't
let
serve
go.
you going forward, it's not easy. Me, I'll tell you firsthand, it can feel weird, but you realize after like 2 months, 3 months, 6 months,
And
you're
it's
like, oh, I don't
liberating.
even feel this loss anymore.
you.
But the initial 1 week, 2 weeks might feel like you're dying. But
Yeah.
after a while, you're like, oh, I even forgot that
Thank
I
you.
used to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
this person.
And sometimes
you know,
that pain is, wanting to let go quick. Do you get what I'm
fighting
saying?
against the
Yes, you're
current instead
fighting
of
it.
just letting
Yeah,
it
the
flow.
pain actually could be.
Your resistance.
You're fighting to hold on to something, the memories, everything. I told myself that that's a scam. Why am I seeing with my 2 eyes? This person has left me. They don't want to have anything to do with me. Forget every memory. Like, we have to understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Okay, we had all these memories. Fine, I'll think about them from time to time. But I'm not going to use that as the basis
Yeah,
of
you
why
can
we
still
must
have
get back
those memories,
together.
but it's just like that is a part of who
Thank
you
you.
are, but that's not where you are
Thank
now.
you. That's not where you
know.
are now. So don't think about it like that. Another thing I like to say, in identity, don't be afraid to be seen. A lot of times we're trying to find ourselves, and when we know ourselves, we're afraid to show it to the people around us because we're afraid of not being accepted. Be confident enough to allow your people to see you for who you are. Now, with that WhatsApp, like I said, and Facebook, I've started showing myself. You'll be surprised the people that are liking me even more. I see your post, you go girl, everything, aunties. You get what I'm saying? I said, these are my people. And I'm showing myself. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to do that. So don't be afraid to be seen by your people.
Yes, your people, your tribe, your community, and serve those who are at your table first.
Thank
so,
you.
I think that would be, that's a very nice place to break. And don't worry, we promise that if you've made it to this first half, we said that the first half is going to be, very deep and introspective.
Yes.
But the fun is the fun is on the way, and we're about to have a very nice time. So don't go anywhere. We're coming back with song association and some very
See you.
interesting letters for you after the break. Hi guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Class Prefects. The world is in a kind of crazy place right now, and something that's really been helping us on the show keep grounded and keep mentally secure is meditation. I know most people are not too familiar with meditation, but there are apps like Headspace and Calm that you can use, and I just want to start this episode with a brief meditation just to ground everyone and to give you a break, hopefully, from everything that's going on. So you can pause this, go to a quiet room, and it should take you about 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most, just to get your head like in a calm space. And if you've had a hectic week, this hopefully helps you. So let's begin. I'd like everyone to pause, take a deep breath, and place your feet flat on the floor. Really feel your feet in contact with the ground underneath you. Now place your hands on your stomach and take 2 to 3 deep breaths, noticing your stomach rising and falling in and out with each breath. When you feel comfortable, you may close your eyes. Now, as you keep breathing deeply into your stomach, breathe in and hold it for a count of 5. Then hold your breath for a count of 5. And breathe out slowly for a count of 5. Now you're going to repeat this 5 times. And you can pause here to complete the 5 tries. Once you're done, I'd like you to slowly bring your attention back to the room, noticing the sounds around you, and begin to open your eyes. Thank you for joining us for this brief meditation, and we hope you feel more relaxed. You can look into apps like Calm, CALM, and Headspace that have more meditations like this, and some go longer for up to 30 minutes to an hour. So thank you for joining us for this, and we hope you enjoyed the episode. Guys, welcome back from the break.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
As you can tell, the energy has changed. We
So-
have giving. It's not a bad thing.
Okay,
Kept
to
saying
be
how
honest,
the first half was so deep, and then now that Mikey is
It's
back,
fun,
it's going to be light and
Yeah.
airy.
Oh.
That's why I
Okay.
said it's not like
And Mikey was like, "Are you saying I'm
Great.
shallow?"
Yes.
two things can be true at the same time.
Chakras United Combined.com.
Shankras, what?
I don't know.
What is
Please
that?
don't come and swear for us here. But anyway, guys, we're back with second co-host, second half, and our second guest.
Ta-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay, great. And our sound effect machine.
You fool.
So we're going to have another introduction. You people already know who Michael is. Do you need to reintroduce yourself?
No, I'm shallow.
No.
Apparently.
All questions.
I'm not the guest you can call to come and talk about deep things. I'm the person that you just call to
You guys can be getting
No,
me on
no
this
problem.
from time to
Imagine
time.
that this-
Wow. We talk about Nicki Minaj.
All-
That's how you see me. If for Beyonce
All
lyrics, and that's it.
all questions can be
Well, I
directed
didn't know
to.
that we had a shallow friendship, Emmanuel. Sorry.
All
Wow,
questions can
Wow.
be directed
And
to.
he's pinning me.
Can you relax?
Excuse me. For
Nobody
once,
said
we
you
should.
were
The
shallow.
Bible says, "Sow a seed unto your friend." Something I don't know.
Oh, please, please. This is not sacrilege. Stop it.
You
Don't mention
come
the
from
Bible.
come from your mouth.
Coming from who?
Come
Please
just make-
introduce your
Drink that
second
water
guest,
first and not choke.
Emmanuel.
Coming from who?
any episode they should just pick anyone and just hear your mouth.
Anyway, for further questions, contact Moja Management. So we have our last and final guest. So will you introduce yourself by
Hi,
the
guys.
name you want to be called on this program?
And your gender.
Because
You know, because we brought
Camille said
Camille.
that she's
We
a
brought
curtain.
Camille came and said her pronouns are curtain.
Who's that?
King Cam. So
Oh, like Camille.
any
Cutting.
however you identify today.
My
Let's
name
go.
is Chuuzus. Call me Chuuzus.
Woo!
I'm a he sometimes.
I mean, he-
Yeah, call me Chuuzus.
Oh my God! How long have you been bearing that name?
Since like 2014. That's I got the name from Kanye.
The
Actually.
Jesus album.
Jesus,
Abi?
yeah, that was a
I
very
do
good
you know,
one.
I knew. I
That's
said
That's
that.
interesting.
smart.
So like it inspired me to just be myself. So I got the
That's
name
mad.
from
Are you
Jesus.
serious?
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
So okay, so you said you've had the name since 2014.
Yeah.
Or is it- okay, so how and it was from the Jesus situation.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know,
Who Kanye
for
West
the few
is?
people who don't know who you are,
Okay.
can you describe do you consider your Twitter persona like your job or like yourself?
Well,
Because I feel like it's not the same.
I don't think you introduced him very well. Please let me.
Oh, but
Bratata,
continue.
bratata, gunshots in the air, boom, 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 bonfire. Wow. We
This
have
is so professional.
Chuuzus in the building,
Woo, woo, woo.
internet sensation.
Mhm.
Twitter. Give me an adjective,
Phenom.
guys.
Phenom.
not really.
Phenom.
Mhm.
I don't understand.
Just say it.
No. I've been following you since because
Prodigy.
anytime he breaks internet like every single other day of the
Internet
Wow.
breaker.
week, yeah.
Not really.
And he has gotten replies from people like, and he has been featured on the Shade Room,
Mhm.
Solange. Is it JC
Solange,
JC
yeah.
that blocks you? Who blocks you?
Ouch.
No,
blocked me.
somebody blocks you.
The City Girls. Oh,
No,
who?
somebody-
Nyko.
Yes, yes.
Why?
Somebody
Kendall
blocks you.
Jenner blocked me too.
Uh-oh.
Who else?
Wow.
That's
Jenny
pretty much
blocked
it.
you.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yeah.
my
My
girl.
Jenny is full of
Yeah.
peace, Abi, so that means he must be a
What did
No,
you do
Ah,
to
Igbo
my
girl.
girl?
I'm not
Ah,
very
Igbo
problematic.
sister.
I'm not problematic. I can't remember what I did, but she just blocked me.
Anyway, I always agree with how we think it is, so I can.
Okay. Have you finished your introduction?
Yes.
Okay. That was very nice.
Boom, boom, bonfire.
And it added so much to the conversation.
Are you a bastard?
He did actually.
Leave him. It's yours. Into your research.
Well, I'm frazzled because there's a lot of things happening, so it's okay. But that's not for the program.
Well, I'm shallow. I can't relate.
Get over this.
I will not do. Never.
Okay. So anyway, so the question I asked was social media, which we spoke about briefly in the first half and how people tend to be defined by their social media presence.
Yeah.
And you have a fairly large following on Twitter specifically, and you always trend and are viral
No,
with
not
the
really.
I mean
trend.
viral with the responses and the
yes, that's true.
memes,
Yes.
very accurate memes. But again, my question is how you have a life outside that. I
Yeah, I
would
do.
hope. We would hope.
I used to plead.
So what is the difference between your Twitter persona and your real life individual person? If there's any difference.
Well, I don't think there's
Why you
any
look at me like
much
I'm not making sense,
difference.
Michael?
Well, I wish I was high.
You can't be high and be on CNN, so choose what you want.
I don't think there's any much difference because my
Mhm.
Twitter is more about pop culture
Mm-hmm.
and my life is actually about pop culture. Like, I
Uh-oh.
love pop culture a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So everything
Yeah.
you see on Twitter is basically me
Fair.
in real life, except the fact that people think I stay in America,
Uh-uh.
but I don't.
What does your location not say Lagos,
says Nigeria, yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like they think because I talk about pop culture a lot, they think
Mhm.
that nobody from Nigeria has knowledge about these certain things.
Mhm.
Like Rihanna, Beyonce, Naomi Campbell, Viola Davis, they think that we don't have knowledge about that. So that's why they think.
Does the internet stop at US?
I think that all people.
No,
do
I
it.
think I think what he's saying is like I think most of his stuff or his content
Mm-hmm. It's
like
foreign.
it's for
not
it's,
about
no, it's
Google.
mostly it has more receivers on Black Twitter like in
Yes.
international like Black Twitter
So it's foreign.
than
Than Nigeria.
your
And it's
Nollywood.
never my
Who
fault
is your
because-
Nollywood, you bitch?
It's not my fault because I feel like Nigerian pop culture is kind of boring to me.
And it's
yeah.
dangerous. Nigerian pop Big
Exactly.
Brothers. It's dangerous. Have you seen these Big Brother people? They can find your address. They're
Exactly.
dangerous.
Very dangerous.
They
So
can't
it's
take
not
a
something
joke well.
exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's only people that excite me. People like Burna Boy that's exciting to sit about. Burna Boy is exciting to talk about. Who else? That's pretty much it. I mean, there's one like Genevieve too. That's all.
I don't think that is particularly exciting. Okay, anyway, so we're going to play a game to kind of like, liven up the mood a little bit. We've played this game before. So I hope everybody has sang and done their vocal warm-ups. There's water.
La la la
Yeah.
la 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 la.
So if you need to clear your throat. And Wonola also released her single. So we have another singer
Oh
in the
really?
house.
Yeah, honey.
Yes. So we're going to play song
Environment, so
association.
better come and do some do re mi on the stairs.
Do
Let
re
them
mi
hear
on,
you say that.
do re mi
Do-re-mi.
on the stairs. Wow, Michael.
Do re
That's
mi
wonderful.
as in voice warm up.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm not. Don't take everything as an attack.
Yes, please. Yeah,
What's
I'm not
happening
about the
today?
shallow.
Relax.
I was inside traffic for 3 hours, guys.
Clearly.
I'm
Bele.
very cranky, so please, if I sound
This is
very
the overwhelming
aggressive,
we're talking about. This
Please.
is how Lagos just
I
suffocates
know.
you.
Please just-
I
If
get
he was
that.
coming in a relaxed
He wouldn't be.
demeanor,
buy
You'll
me
just
house
be-
over here on the hills.
I'll buy you. It might be Sandfield, but I'll buy
Don't
it for
kill
you.
me.
I'll buy you a plot. So, song association. Pick a word.
Any word.
If you want to pick a category for an extra point, Michael will give you a category card, and you have to sing a song that has this word in the title, or sing the lyric with this word.
Mado.
And if you choose a category, it has to be in that category of song. So there are like
What
8
is the
categories
category?
ranging
Genre?
from Broadway,
Category? Do you mean-
genre or
Is the word category? They're saying category.
Category.
I just wanna be sure.
Category.
Just wanna be
Come
sure.
and beat me.
Some of us went to
So
good schools.
shades.
Like what? Pampas Private.
What?
I don't blame you. Can you see this? This wretch.
Pauli.
Anyway,
I'm
so
tired.
one of as the artist, I think you'll go first.
What? So I
Yeah,
pick
so
a card.
pick a card with the word, any card with a word, and then you're going to. Would you like to pick a category? Would you like to pick a category, or are you
no, I'm
confident that
okay.
you just do the word for 1 point?
If I pick a category, do I get more points?
You get 1 more point.
okay.
You get a bonus point, so 2 points.
Don't be greedy. You.
Listen, the
Um,
winner takes it all.
Can I choose another card?
That's not really.
I'm
how
sorry.
the-
I'm sorry. I think you live in La La
That's
La.
not really
Sorry. Okay.
So
I'm just gonna stick to the card. I don't know about
okay,
genres.
so you have 10 seconds to go, starting now. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, imagine not count.
I'm in my car sitting with a cutie that you met in the bar. He leans a bit closer and he whispers how far.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so
Yes.
what's the song
So
and
who sang that?
Who sang? That sounds like a
She
wrong.
just formed it.
Oh, did you form it?
It's a Madame Viv song that's coming out in 3
Yes,
weeks.
Come on.
Can you imagine this 419
Take
girl?
us back to
Zero.
You give me car. Which song, guys? I was thinking shut up and drive. I
Me
cannot
too,
think
I was thinking
anything.
shut up and but doesn't have car.
Car.
Do you get what I'm saying? What has
Car.
car?
Cadillac car from Dream Girls.
No, I did not know
Working at the
that.
car wash.
Car, yes.
Okay, yeah, I did not see that one.
There are many songs that
Christina
somebody
Aguilera.
is driving
Okay,
in a car.
From
I
Shark
think
Tank,
so.
Shark
But
Tale,
it's
sorry.
okay, it's
Shut
fine.
up and drive.
This is just the first
Shut
round.
up and drive in my car.
Just have car.
Yes, exactly.
Did you say car?
She says
Car.
car in the
Uh,
song.
She didn't.
It was in the Beyonce and Rihanna movie. That's the song.
You know what? This guy.
See, so you still have 2 rounds
That's
to come
okay.
back. So in the next round, you can pick a category for 2 points and shoot to the lead.
All right,
So
let's
don't be
see.
discouraged.
This is actually harder than I thought. Because once
So
you just
choose
get
us.
a card,
Yeah,
Your
your
mind-
turn.
mine is just
you're-
like, oh my god.
Exactly, it's
Duh.
very difficult. So choose that you're going to go. Mikey, do you want
It's
to
not
play?
really
Do you feel
difficult
like-
if
should
you
we
are,
join
you
in the
know,
game?
if you went to secondary school.
Okay, Mikey is going
I had a
next.
song book.
Mikey is going next.
I had a lyrics book.
Mikey is going next.
I can't
Mikey.
sing.
Would you like to?
Anyway, I'll just hum
choose
it.
a
I'll hum it
category?
accents.
Are you confident you can sing?
Okay,
that
choose this
category?
is
I already
ready?
know one already.
Would you like to choose a category?
No, I don't. I'll just wait. If I don't choose this category, I can sing anything.
Anything you want.
Yeah, I can sing anything.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, now let's go.
Okay, for
I
1
can't
point.
sing.
Just do it.
Just
Just
see.
start, just
I
like-
can't sing too, but I sing. If you sing with accent, it will help it. It will make it sound better.
Okay, no problem.
I'm
Depends on the accent, too.
Let
Don't
him
give
just
us
sing.
some.
Let him just sing.
Bug or something.
Shall I start?
10 seconds, though. 10, 9.
I'm breaking dishes, popping pills all night.
That's
all
Rihanna, breaking
night.
dishes.
Yeah.
Love it.
What's popping pills in the lyric of that?
Oh, I have to
song?
get your lyric.
Ah.
I got
We'll
breaking.
give it to you because you are the guest,
I've
but
never
you have
heard
to
that
get
song,
the
though.
Yes, now it's
Breaking Dishes from
Rated
Good Girl
R.
Gone Bad.
No, Good Girl
Okay,
Gone
okay.
Bad.
A very lovely
wow.
song.
I only know number
okay,
one
you went
song,
all the way
sorry.
there.
I
Like
don't
that.
blame you. That means you don't know any Beyonce song because they don't go number 1.
Yeah, so at this juncture, thanks so much for
Are you
listening.
closing?
We'd like to thank everybody for coming.
Thank you.
Michael, your turn. Pick a card.
Trash.
We have 3 rounds of this.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll make it 2 rounds. If we have
Wow,
some
left
questions.
to the left to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. Thank
Wow,
you.
lucky.
Can you like?
It's Beyonce.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It came from.
Oh, you won't.
Do you know? Literally, Emmanuel,
Emmanuel,
bring every single thing here, and I can bring any word you're connected to Beyonce song
Okay.
to show you
Well,
how-
when is your turn? You can do that again.
how.
I'm going to pick a card for
Why did you get
myself.
the car parts for
Okay.
Beyonce?
Or should
Car.
I be playing since I'm the umpire? Maybe I
Um,
shouldn't play.
Wait.
I literally think
My
there's
word
none.
is
There's none.
late. And I don't know a song that has a late in it.
I know.
It's too late to apologize.
Okay,
yes.
I like
Oh,
that.
there we
I
go.
like
That's
that.
There we go.
By
Okay,
whom?
1
By
point.
whom? By whom?
That's
No,
not
we
part
don't
of the
need that.
quiz.
You should know it.
One Republic. Abi?
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to pick
So
again.
Wanola, this is your.
God, I hope
We're
I
going
do well,
to you at the end of the
guys.
first
I'm
round.
really good
We
at
all have
games.
1 point, and Wanola has.
Why
yet
are you
to get a
announcing it?
point.
She has her for you
And
know.
we're getting
for
ready.
Well, I was
songwriting.
singing my song.
For
Oh,
songwriting.
Vices for the Voiceless coming out soon. In the
So-
car, talking to a cutie
So
you
when
met
it
in the
comes
bar.
out, we can we can
I'm
return back.
screaming.
How we can then have this. So till then, have another card. Let the forces guide you to a card that will be sensible.
I just want to say you're mine, you're mine. I just want to say you're mine, you're mine.
One
Fuck what
point. I
you
think you
heard,
should have
you're
chosen
mine,
a
you're mine.
category to like solidify your
Aw,
win. But
it's okay.
So her word was mine.
Once I pick from
and
gospel,
she
doesn't
got
I'm going to
correct.
make that shit up. Because the gospel songs you need to just do.
I will Google it.
Jesus, yeah, the left to my mind.
As in,
Mikey, please go and leave this place.
I'm choosing a category for my next
Why
card.
they are
Always
picking
picking
two?
2.
okay, wait.
Ojukokoro.
All right. Do you want to pick?
Must be love on the brain.
Love me.
Wow. Lyrics, the rigongo.
Wow. We're in a recording. We're in a
I
record
said,
label. Are you
guys
sure
can
you will not
get
just
signed
go
today.
next?
Just go outside
door?
and do the Remy.
Let them
I said
sign
it.
you.
Just go
It's
outside.
sure. See, we're in a recording.
Put your hand on
industry.
your. Yeah, just do like
So you
that.
just want
See,
to
I
go
just do like
next
this.
door.
Do like this. Just be navigating your hand like this.
Go next door and go and cut a track for them. They'll sign you. You'll be signed like what's his name from last week.
Yes, okay,
I've
cool.
forgotten his name already.
Don't remember it. Don't worry. It's okay. Wet ass pussy. Yay.
Hey, what?
Wow.
Love it.
Neither of that is a lyrical singing.
Wrap it now.
Rap it.
You fucking with some wet ass. Mm-mm.
Wow. All right. I guess we have to give it. That was terrible. By
I'm
the
so
way.
sorry.
Yeah,
it's
there
not my
was no
fault.
words to
I'm a
it.
child
I
of the
thought you
Lord.
said that
I
you
do not do. I don't
received-
do things like that.
You said you received a quality education. It's not showing. It's not showing.
Only that way.
It's
you
not.
and, you and
It's
your
missing in
offspring.
action.
You're very stupid.
So I think this will be the last round.
I'm
because
excited.
So
we
I
have
think
some
everybody
That's
has,
letters.
Beyonce.
everybody has to speak from here. Everybody has to speak from here.
That Beyonce.
Okay,
song
so
really-
after me, everyone will have to pick a category card.
Yes. Yes.
That's
So
okay.
just shuffle it now and share
Yeah.
it to
Yes.
each of us.
So-
You've not picked your own, have you?
No, I'm picking mine and then we'll go to
Hold
the
on, I can't
categories
shuffle.
to end the round so that we can move on to the questions and the reading, guys.
Yes, everybody gets a reading.
Oh my God.
You get a reading.
So
You get a reading. You get a reading.
guess
What's that
what?
about?
Before we get to the reading,
The devil is at work.
Ah.
Can't do that because I picked that already.
speaking about reading, I just started watching Dynasty, and I'm at the episode where they had a reading,
A reading of.
like a reading.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
And like everything
I
happened.
don't remember that. But
So that's fun. Prophesy my life.
my word is vision.
It's so easy.
So easy. Vision 2020. Pew pew.
It's so easy.
Nobody's counting, so I have all the time in the world.
10, ging, 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 ging,
See how you just
9,
wanted to
ging, 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 ging,
finesse.
8.
No, because I have to abide by the rules.
Oh, sorry.
7,
6,
6,
5, 4,
Someone sang this. Oh,
3.
I had
2,
a
1.
vision of love. Yes.
By
I
who?
sang it.
By
By
Cupid.
Mariah
To
Carey,
know
bitch.
now.
Yes, I got that.
I'm not sure. Let me Google this.
Mikey.
If you don't know, my dear, again, your education is showing or lack
Ah,
thereof.
so rude.
If you don't know Mariah, sorry I didn't sing like Baja for you. Maybe you'd have understood that one.
No.
Michael, please share these cards. Let's move on with the program.
All right.
So everybody's going to choose. It's
A
going to get a
category
random
now?
category,
Okay.
and you're going to have to
Here you
sing
go.
your song
Oh, we
in
don't
this
choose.
category.
You give us.
No, it's random. This is the new
Take
rules.
it.
Call us Dua Lipa because we have new rules.
Wow.
So everybody is going to get a word.
Okay.
I
On
said
top
my
of
category
this-
fits me so well. Fits my
Wow.
personality
So you're
so
going to
well.
sing. So
Perfection.
you're going to sing a word in this category
Give me the first one.
because you've already seen it.
Ah.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
See,
So,
guys,
like,
mine is
everyone
the best.
had
Mine is the
time
best. I
to
swear
get
God.
a word because you've
I
had
don't-
like
I don't
30
even-
seconds.
I don't even need
We
to.
can Google.
I don't even need to.
So-
I swear, I'm ready.
I think this time Chuuzus go first
Oh, I know that's not fair.
because this is the last.
No,
one.
wait.
So can we see your
Can we
card?
sing the song another person has sang?
Let's
yeah,
see.
try now.
Let's see your card.
I got mine.
Your card is mine. And category is what?
Pop.
Okay. I mean that's not a pop song. You know that's R&B.
Yeah, with Drake.
What? Yeah, mine by Beyonce is an R&B song.
Is it?
So I mean, so let's go. Mariah Carey is pop, by the way.
Taylor Swift.
10,
Rihanna doesn't have a mind. So
Nine.
Mine.
are you sure?
8. I'm just saying that Gomez has a mind somewhere.
Everybody has a mind song.
They don't.
7,
I know Rihanna song is a mind song.
6,
Tell me, please.
5.
4,
Ah, shit, I don't know.
3, 2,
Fuck, how do I not know?
ding, 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 ring.
Yeah, tell me.
0.
Pop, shame on you.
What is that song that has
Mine.
mine?
I mean, compulsive liar. You stupid. I didn't really know.
Wow.
Wow. With mine, except Beyonce's mine.
There is
No.
Mine Again by Mariah Carey.
What song is that?
I'm ready for my own.
Mine Again.
I'm coming.
Don't Google,
No,
drop
I'll
it.
just Google the mind song.
So
Rihanna.
Michael, your turn.
Are you ready? So my category, my genre is reggae.
Mm-hmm. I'll know if you're lying. I'm half
And my
Jamaican.
song, and my word is,
Me.
and my word is wet. Are you ready for my song? Bonfire.
Okay, well, no, next. Sorry, Madame Viv.
Madame
Okay,
Viv.
Mr.
Yeah,
West,
next.
I was putting in at the place.
So Michael also fails.
Okay,
So-
so my song is my category is Broadway,
Broadway,
guys,
and
my
the word
song,
is-
my word is love.
That you have that.
I wanna be loved by you, and nobody else but you.
Who sang is Mary Poppins?
Marilyn Monroe. Just men prepare blondes,
Yes.
and it's a Broadway song.
Are you
I
serious?
wanna
Oh,
be
okay.
loved by you alone.
So what else? I miss. I see. I
Hey.
hate knowing people because I'm calling you by your name. So Madame Viv is in the lead.
Thank you.
No, she's on 2.
Me,
Thank you
oh.
to come up.
2.
My song
Two.
made a
What
jam.
are you all have to?
Hey, we all
Yes.
go. So it's only
Wow,
that
we're equalized.
So I'm the only one that can win.
can
Do you
try
have-
to win.
If you win this one, will you be
I know
3?
you yeah, I think my category is country,
But what's the word?
and the word is money.
Old Town Road doesn't have money inside.
No.
That's the only song I
Because-
know.
So I'm
Because-
singing a country song.
Daddy
that has
Lessons doesn't have money
in it.
inside.
No.
Daddy's.
Doesn't.
I was about to ask.
Money.
Daddy's
Yeah,
lessons.
money
So a
too.
country song
Those
that
are-
has
those are my
money.
little
4,
songs.
5 seconds. No, it doesn't.
And
10,
9. Hey, oh, I know one. 8, 7,
7,
I'm actually
6,
stumped.
5,
Tell me
Four.
which one.
I can't
Three,
even help you with this one.
2,
In
1.
mo-
Oh, my barn in the morning. I'm
Wow.
looking
money, not morning.
morning.
for some money.
Your education continues to
Okay, so
astound us.
3 of us are.
So there's no clear winner today. The winner is
All of
everybody.
us inside Jesus
You
Christ.
win.
And this was actually a social
You-
experiment to show that we are all winners.
It's good.
And there's no.
Are you fucking
But
serious?
you're the only one that didn't.
That didn't perform.
You mean Mike is the only one that you let your education down
You're very foolish.
Wow.
after all the talk. So next we're going to get a reading, or should we do the readings at the end, or should we do the readings next? What do you feel?
As the
Madame
spirit
Viv.
flows.
We could do the readings now and then the letters can
At the
be
end.
the funny thing that you
Okay.
end with.
Because what if your reading doesn't
You might
Because
need
you
some
know my-
cheering
my
up
readings-
after
some
this
cheering up
message.
after the reading.
Yeah, my readings aren't ever like.
Oh my god, that's
something
what she
can laugh.
she read us on what episode was that? I can't remember.
The name of the episode.
Yeah.
Do you have to do with the body?
What's the power of 3? I don't know if it was the power
Wow.
of
But
3.
it had to do. We were in as in we're in different spaces.
That's
that time.
exactly what I said earlier. on. I was
Literally,
like,
we were in
I
different
can't
spaces.
imagine
Oh my god.
where we were.
Fuck that person, because I can't remember.
I
Ew.
know, right? Fuck that bitch too.
Oh no, my old self. Ew. God forbid.
Say goodbye.
What's reading about?
Eh?
Whatever it
So
is that
this
shows
is
up for
a-
you.
this
Okay,
is
I
a-
guess I should
Yeah,
introduce
just because
it.
everybody might not know.
Okay,
what
so
it
I'm
is.
a reader, and one of my tools is cards, but I can actually read without using tools. I can actually read directly. And when I say read, I mean insights into what you might be going through, self-development, personal development, insights into what might be coming for you in terms of opportunities for personal growth, etc. Okay?
Yes.
Must you play it?
No, it's not a playing thing.
It's not.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my
I'm the one that shuffles
Is
it.
that
I'm the one that
much
chooses it.
time?
I'm crying that you
This is
said.
the part I'm going to put on my story. This part.
Once you
this
play
part-
it,
this is the
I
part
am
I'm going to put on
actually
my
in
story.
tears.
This is the part I'm going to put. Let's do pick 5.
Mikey, your
Mikey,
cards always
can
fall
you
as- please don't touch the
Pull
cards
up the
though.
page with the letters on your phone because my data is being very slow.
All right.
Like I'll
Just
just
take
use
my
your
phone.
phone for the
Okay,
letters.
so the card that was picked for Emmanuel is the sun. You cannot see that.
Ah, you see, I'm radiant. In fact, Fenty Beauty, that's a sign for you to
Don't
sign
even
me.
kill me. Are you ready?
Yes, read me.
Okay, so the sun represents a new beginning. Okay, it represents passion, vitality. It's somebody that has the Midas touch, meaning that any
Hey,
opportunity that
Jesus, and we are in Midas Radio.
Don't kill
This
me.
is a sign from above.
Meaning
I
that
hope
anything-
everybody's listening.
Don't interrupt your reading, bitch.
Meaning that anything that you touch is going to turn to gold. So what is the practical advice for this? It's a good time to start pursuing projects or tending to projects that you already have, because it's going to grow and you're going to be able to harvest good things from it. Okay, try and get in touch with your inner child as well. You can see the children on this thing.
See, I stopped.
Try and connect to your inner self, your inner child. Be more creative. Okay,
Mhm.
go back to your roots. What is it that used to
Hey!
make you happy before?
Fine,
You know,
joke.
what brings out that childlike joy in you? All right. Also,
Pornography.
possibility of meeting a new romantic partner is
Eh?
on the horizon as well.
Let it be very horizon. All right,
It's
far away.
definitely not
All right,
something
far,
that you'll
far,
be
far.
expecting, but yeah.
Why is it that with wealth always comes possibility of love? I don't want anybody to share my money with me. Leave me alone.
Okay, so we now have Mikey, who has the Queen of Swords. Your cards always fly out, and when cards fly out, it means that you need to-
Disorienting and disorganization.
Queen of
Your
Swords
children.
is somebody that has evolved due to past situations. So you've evolved and you've
Well,
transformed.
We
Okay.
blame the school of law.
Queen of Swords is somebody that has to speak their truth. All right, they need to be truthful with themselves. They need to know who it is that they really are and portray that in their everyday life.
Drag me.
Because of that, you end up being a leader in whatever it is that you're doing, because other people are looking up to you to be somebody that can show them the ways to be in your particular field, maybe personally or maybe professionally. But what's important is that
Mad
truth
oh.
and
Photography
justice,
class, I've been telling you.
truth and justice is something that needs to be paramount in your life, because without truth, you don't know where you're going. All right, I don't know
Pressure.
if you lack communication skills, but
I
you
do.
also need to be able to talk about
I'm a
things
daily
in
bitch.
conflict. okay, rather than avoiding, address it. Use your words. Use
I
your
addressed
mouth.
to. I addressed. Did I address? I addressed and I got some messages. When we'll talk about
I mean,
it
but
at
it's
the end
also
of the
like
show.
in the manner of which
We
you
will talk
address
about
Do you
at the end
understand?
of the show.
Exactly, because the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords is somebody that is feminine, soft. You don't need to be aggressive. Just keep
You can
your
use your
words,
feminine wiles.
keep your
and
words
seduce them.
direct, okay?
Yeah.
I always say this to myself because there's this thing that you can do for people that have very sharp mouths. You can put like, if you take a spoonful of honey, you can say to yourself, may my words be as sweet as honey. Say that 3 times. That helps a lot. Trust me, if you're going for job interviews, if you're going to go and work with people, it allows you to farabale.
Okay.
So is that like Kaya Mata?
No, it's not.
For the
Please,
mouth.
oh.
My dear,
For the
It's just a natural thing.
may your mouth be sweet as honey. There are things
Like
you can do
my
with mouth.
May
dear.
my mouth be as sweet as honey. Say it 3
things
times.
can happen.
Okay, last time.
Slurp.
I can
slap it
get
up,
you a
yeah.
job appointment.
People
with
use
a
it for
sweet
job
mouth.
interviews and it
Yeah.
works for them.
Okay. I'm pleased with these readings.
Chuuzus, you did read?
As in, I'm waiting
You
for
did
my
read?
own.
Oh yeah. Chuuzus, his card is
Oh,
flying.
you got the King of Swords.
Wow, me queen. Oh yeah, marry me. Straight up.
So the King of Swords
Not on this
represents-
program.
King of Swords represents air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, being logical, being analytical. All right. A lot of times, this King of Swords is somebody that is not emotional, and I don't know whether you're an emotional person, but when the King of Swords shows up, he talks about putting logic in your emotions, using your head. Okay. Maybe you're heart-based, maybe you do a lot of things because of how you're feeling, but now it's time to really take that restraint to actually think before you do it. Let your heart and your head work in line with each other. Okay. King of Swords also talks about a spiritual breakthrough and a communication breakthrough. Maybe you're not somebody that communicates properly. Maybe you find it difficult to even address issues, or you find that the way you speak to yourself might not be so nice. So it's about developing that. Spiritual breakthrough comes in the way when you look at how you think about yourself and how you speak to yourself. You understand? Having a better way of doing that will allow you to expand, because this is a kind of expansion.
Yeah.
It will allow you to expand. So how do I speak to myself? What do I think of myself is the most important thing, because that's what enables you to be the best version of yourself when you go outside. They say that your thoughts become words, your words become actions, all of that. Whatever you're reinforcing to yourself should be positive in order for you to be able to take this energy and embody this energy, because as a king, you're a masculine, you're strong, Be that person. Be strong in your word, be strong in your truth. Don't be afraid to communicate who you really are to people. Don't be afraid to show yourself to people. But the person that you need to convince first that you are good enough is yourself. So remember that.
Wow.
So as I'm queen and he's king, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we share the same compound?
I don't understand. Okay, what's
He
all
said
this?
expansion. I'm just like, please, if his own has money inside, let me join. I have the
Where did
passport.
money enter inside
you
this
get
equation?
me?
Actually,
How do we feel?
I feel like I'm ready to go and start slapping people.
No, my
If
own-
you offend me,
I
I will
don't know.
slap you and sell you.
The
Yeah,
last time she
I
read
don't know
me,
what
my own
happened.
said money and things, and me, I wanted more money. My own.
Please, you still
Can
got
you see that
money. You
the
say you wanted
spirit
more
of
money.
gratefulness does not reside on your
I
tongue?
love that.
I should slap it so it can turn to gold, and I will cut
Nobody
it
said
off
you
and
should
sell
slap
it.
it.
May your mouth be
Though.
as
Sweet as honey.
Charcoal.
Yeah. See, if I touch that charcoal and it turns to gold, it's fine.
Ooh, I love that comeback.
You see, yeah, we are now fighting in the higher realm. Come on,
Please.
Yeah, so I just want to
Yes,
put it
child.
out there.
My
If
mother was
anybody would
sorry.
like a reading
Yes.
from Madame Viv, you can contact the class prefects.
yes, and
Brother,
her-
Verify
her
it to
brother.
me.
information will be in the bio below as well, so you can
Yes.
just reach out to her directly. She does.
As you are
Readings.
listening to us now, you would want to put
Ah.
more money in some shukra.
Ah, good.
As you are listening
Please,
to us now,
oh.
put
I'm
money
not
in the
involved, though.
shukra.
I'm not.
Please,
What is
oh.
Put money in
shukra?
the shukra.
Wow,
Actually, just
I'm
to,
not involved.
on a non-demonic note, we have a link below where you can
She
tip
said my mouth
us.
is filled with honey. Now putting
Ooh,
honey in my mouth.
tipping.
Yes, so and everyone can use it too. So there's a platform called Shukran, and it basically is for content
Shukran.
creators.
Donate
And people can tip you.
to
Nice.
If you're a YouTuber, whatever you do, because
Okay.
you
Donate
put the link in
only
your bio.
dollars.
Michael.
Not naira.
Michael,
Ew.
Michael, hi.
How
I
do
don't know
you
if
cope
you
with
want to
this
work on
man?
channels, but this program is for.
Don't drag
I'm using
channels,
these voice
please.
notes. Go and work for them now.
The
Anyway,
rest
actually, please channels you can hire me. Robbing Minds. I would like to be on that program.
Okay, that's a
But
good
anyway,
show.
yeah. So basically, the link is in the bio, and you can tip us if you've liked what you've heard so far. And anyone who wants to use it can sign up as well. So, being empowered by the Midas Touch
Love
and
it.
Midas Radio, where we are right now,
Love it.
we're going to round up. See, we didn't even any. I'm very happy. I'm going to be touching everything in my house now.
I'm glad
Why?
that this reading came to you because I can see
because
how
it's less
energized you
because it
are
was
now.
needed. Like last week, I was talking about like all the scripts I had to write, and I feel like this is an energy to just
Yeah, put it into
finish
put your passion
everything.
into your projects.
Yeah, I'm
honestly,
putting
it's
it
like
inside.
seeds. Let it
Mm.
grow.
yeah, and I'll water it.
Amen.
Fun times.
You
what
practice your
is there?
speech, okay? Let it be sweeter.
No problem.
The
Thank
card
you.
of
Are the reasons
gratitude.
still real?
Mm-mm.
They're real.
For real, I read for them the last time I was here.
This was a year and a half ago.
You guys
Maybe.
Yeah.
understand me?
I mean, so it's compared to it's
I
complex
didn't
to
know.
explain. So it's kind of like
It's an experience.
it's not as
I'm
literal
dying
as you
because I'm
think,
dying
but
because
it's
he
kind
said
of like
he
you
first
know.
time we're playing. It was a card game that we're playing.
Was
so-
what?
No, because just was shuffling. So I thought maybe it's just like random words.
That's
Random destinies that she's pulling out of.
I'm confused, I swear.
For all information you need to know about what just
I
happened, you
am
can contact
screaming.
Madame Viv and she
Yeah.
will hook you up with everything you need to know.
I'm great at my readings.
I am very pleased with what I've received today. Anybody that
But
disturbs
she
me,
made-
I will
she made
slap
some
you
points.
and sell you.
And from,
Points were made.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
when and these points will start to show themselves more as you go to like time passes.
Amen.
As you can see, I'm
Yes.
supposed to lead a generation.
Michael, that means you should start
So holla at me.
photography class.
Holla at me.
Not to be an
To
agent
my
of
girls.
Jones. So anyway, guys, so we're going to end on a very like jovial note, like we said. About in February, we read some letters from the Love Doctor, the self-proclaimed Love Doctor on Instagram. Since people don't want to send us letters, we'll answer other people's
Oh my
advice
god!
on
And
the
our
internet.
email address is we are the
We are
gist.
the
I love
gist
that
at
name. It's
gmail.com.
so mad.
Please,
It's so mad.
If you have questions,
We
if you
are
want to
the
say
gist
hi,
At
if you want to
gmail.com. It's so mad. I actually love the name. I swear.
compliment us, if you want marriage, if you're offering marriage or anything
Excuse
else,
you.
you can email us at wearethegist@gmail.com and we will read your questions
This babe does.
on the show. Who?
Ingidi-
The couch?
Ingidi will dating.
Michael, you will not do this today. Anyway, so our first question. Are you ready for the questions? I think we can give these people some good advice. Are you ready, Michael?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Chuuzus?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Madame Viv?
Yes.
Okay. So, this. So last time we had a lot of questions from women.
One girl that was washing her pants and used the
and
pants
using it
as soup for her husband.
to cook
Abi.
food.
What the hell?
So yeah, so I'm looking for similar
How did she
questions.
even-
In yeah, so from our last, if you like to know this, go and listen to all the goats we've loved before, which was our Valentine's episode
it.
where we talk about a lady who washed her pants and used it
See,
to
people
cook
in Nigeria are
for her
suffering. I
lover.
swear to God. This country
Yes.
is disgusting. I saw the video yesterday of, oh my God, it's a video of this Lekon. I think somebody went to
Ugh.
vote in
Bro.
somebody went to like
and
a,
they were
a
to
Nengi
vote for
center.
someone else.
And then, so then I started beating the boy because I said, they vote for Lekon. I started beating him. I was like, oh my,
Oh my
fucking
God.
I was like, this country is so good.
What the?
This is so ghetto. I was like, oh my, this is disgusting. so much.
I think we have our first
And they're grown
question.
people.
So guys, listen to this question carefully. It's going to take a twist that you're not expecting at the end. So get ready. So the question says, am I tired of my wife?
Mado.
So good afternoon, Jero. Very respectful. Happy Sunday. More respect. I've been married for 3 years and I don't have any child yet. I noticed after one round of sex, this podcast is explicit, by the way. So if your
I
children
love
are
that.
listening,
Yes.
send them out of the room because the E is for explicit, not egusi.
What?
So I have been married for 3 years. I don't have any child yet. I
Mado.
noticed after one round of sex, I lose interest and my wife becomes kind of boring to me. Yikes. Even if I try, my penis will
No
always
post, no
fall
clarity.
down and my wife will be upset. It has to be like 3 or 4 days for my sexual urge to arise again.
I
This
know what
sounds
you
like
should
a
buy. I know
problem.
what you should buy. What's that thing that they be doing? The ambassador for.
Mikey, we haven't finished. Let's get to the end. I want to start having children, but this is an issue for me. My wife is a size 10. I don't know why that's important. I'm beautiful. First, I have a problem with that, but let's go on. I decided to have a test sex with a copper in my church.
Oh God.
And I
Wait.
did 3 rounds in a day.
Mado.
On the first day, I felt like a man and my chest was lifted.
Ah.
What can be the issue with my wife? Issue of a sensitive matter, so I want public opinion, please. But this copper, talking to her alone, my penis will rise up and up.
Oh my god. Ew, that's disgusting.
But men are trash.
So what do we have to advise? First of all, let's name this fellow. What name should we give him?
I know. Call him Kola. Do you know why?
Kola, okay.
Kola needs to get some Kola.
Wow. Well, I mean, that wasn't a paid sponsorship. So we're not going to call him Kola because that brand hasn't paid us for anything. So we'll call him. You are very raz. So let's stick in the Yoruba tribe and call him Tunde. So what advice do you have for Tunde?
Tunde, you are very disgusting.
What, Madame Viv, do you have anything to say to this?
Tunde, I think it's you that is the problem. Not
No,
your wife.
it's not the wife.
I think you gotta leave. Like, you should leave the marriage for your wife's sake.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because me, I'll say this. If there's one thing I know, and this, thank God this show is explicit. If my husband is not responding to me sexually, I don't see why we should be even thinking about having kids.
My
Because
dear.
the animosity, the whatever it is from not
Sexual
having
frustration.
sex, you now add kids to it. You're going to despise your husband. Leave. Please follow the copper. That's what I say.
Follow the copper.
Thank you.
That's the advice. Follow the copper.
First of all, how old
I
is the
was
copper?
going to give a different kind of
First
advice.
of all, how old is the copper,
It
please?
didn't state here, but
because
let's hope that
some of y'all.
Let's hope that she's of good
of
age.
And before I got to the I tested with the copper part, my advice was of a different kind.
What was the advice?
Because I was going to say maybe
We should try some
Okay,
things
you
in the
need to try
bedroom.
some things.
maybe try
Some
a
kind of matter.
different gender. Because maybe the gender is not correct.
Okay.
Oh, that was my advice.
Imagine-
But then I saw that he had it. But he also did not say the gender of the copper.
Yes, which is true. Which is true.
So-
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? Why is it that some of these men marry women that they might not be attracted to like that? Because is
For
it that
funds,
you guys were
my
not
dear.
having sex before you guys got married?
Maybe they were virginous.
Maybe they were, but you get me. Like even if I'm virginal, so quote unquote
Virginal.
virginal, I would see my guy and be like, dang, I cannot wait.
To jump
Yes.
upon,
Get-
just like
Jump to
Ciara and
mount
Russell
it.
Wilson.
So I don't
That's
get
true.
that. I
Yeah.
don't get that.
Well, the Bible says wait before you marry. I'll be sex
Uh-oh,
before marriage.
Bible.
I'm
The
sorry.
Bible says what?
Sorry. The churches preach sex before marriage is bad. So this is a situation of imagine if two of them
But
were
that
holding out.
attraction.
And
The
then they
attraction-
entered
I
the
say
feel
that
like
talking
even
to the
if-
copper,
exactly.
just texting is
It's
making him hard.
It's making him
Just
making him a
texting.
light. What's happening? Why?
I like to not think word.
I like
It
me
is.
to like climb stairs to rise.
Okay, next
But
one.
your wife, that dear. So the advice is follow the copper.
No, I
Or
just
leave the
not follow the copper, my
marriage.
dear. Just like if it depends, like you can't just say follow the copper and then just rest
Just
the
leave
whole.
the marriage.
No, hear what I'm saying. I'm saying try as in I'm just saying don't give up on your wife. Like you can still try. If then you tried your best to still try and like different alternatives to like let's say pleasure your wife. Then if that doesn't work, you can now dip. Because I'm like, you can also invite the copper in and then have a menage to
Okay.
her.
Invite her into where as a house girl.
Shut up.
No,
Because that's the only reason
into
why
the bed.
he or she is coming
No,
into my home.
listen, into the bedroom so that if the coppers, if the copper makes his skinny should rise, he should just now turn to the wife and then finish it.
Ah,
But
see,
can I just say one more thing before we move? You know, some of these men as well, they don't even try to even see what the problem is. Why is
Yes.
it that you are having problem with your wife? You now want to go and do testing outside.
Outside, yeah.
Shouldn't I be testing inside?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't even mention any of that. He said it takes a couple of days. You don't try to do anything.
use some
But he
toys,
went
use some
outside
things. You
and
know.
you're not still texting that copper.
Enlighten us.
You're not still texting
What?
the copper.
Enlighten us.
It's just what I saw on the internet. So I'm not familiar with any of these practices. So next question, and we'll see how many we can take. Well, this is a fairly long question. I don't know if this is. So this says why
Not a
are
messy one, not a messy one.
I mean I can't pre-read the questions because there are like thousands of posts on this page. But why are guys like this? Good morning, Joro. More blessings to you. I like how they always start very. Nigerians are
very
very
polite.
respectful before they type nonsense. I hope this message meets you. It doesn't meet me well. Good morning, Joro. More blessings to you. I never thought I would be writing my own story one day, but I'm so confused about my situation. So I've been dating my boyfriend for 1 year plus now. My family house is on the mainland and my boyfriend is on the island. First of all, this is a long distance relationship. I work on the island 3 days a week from Wednesday to Friday. So I just stay at my boyfriend's place from Wednesday to Saturday and go back to the mainland. Okay, that makes sense. So when I got to my boyfriend's house on Wednesday evening after work, I saw a pant that isn't mine in his wardrobe. I know it's not mine because I don't wear G-strings. Maybe you should start. I asked my boyfriend about the G-string in the wardrobe, and he said he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Hi, man. I kept quiet and just continued to behave like there's no problem. I honestly didn't have the energy to be fighting about pants after my stressful day. Next thing on Thursday evening, when I got back from work, my boyfriend started shouting at me and causing a scene and calling me all sorts of names, that I'm a gold digger, a pretender, and a snake because I'm not showing anger over the pants issue.
Madu.
It sounds like a guilty conscience at work. He even said that I'm not getting angry because my birthday is on Monday and I want to collect gifts from him.
Wow.
What even
Probably doesn't like herself. What the hell?
Who wants that to go?
What even shocked me the most is when he now said that next month, if I see any pants again, that I should keep the same energy and be quiet. I'm really confused and I don't know what to do. Is this a sign to break up with him?
Obviously.
Or is he trying to break up before my birthday? He's not broke, so I know it's not I know it's not because he can't give me a gift. If he even gives me a car on Monday after his eyes have cleared, I don't collect. He will say I'm childish. You people should work on your grammar, girl. I really don't know what to do. I don't have energy to fight. If I see Pan next month, I won't have energy to fight. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, she wants to know what much I do about pants. What should she do about the case of the reappearing pants in her boyfriend's cupboard? The pants is trapped in the closet and it cannot come out. So what are we going to do? What's going to happen? I mean, I personally think that this guy is cheating on you, so I think you should
Definitely, and she knows
find your way.
She
See,
doesn't just care.
Do you get me?
if
But
he
he
lives
wants
in,
her to go.
especially if he lives in Lekki Phase 1 or Chevron, he's
That's where I
cheating.
live now.
Well, sorry.
Ah.
Sorry to be bust your bubble. If he lives in Chevron, he's cheating on
Are you
you.
serious?
Most
All of
definitely.
Sapa London.
That one is like half and half. He might also just
Sapa
be an
London,
escort.
the
He might not be
guys there,
cheating.
girl.
Yes.
Yeah, he might be an escort if he's in Sapa London. He
Really?
escort or Yahoo boy.
Oh, yeah.
But if he's in Chevron,
Fair.
he's cheating. Yes.
I don't
So
understand.
take heed.
What about Chevron? That
He
put?
wants her to.
Hmm?
What about? Why is it that because in Chevron must be?
It's just
cheating?
the data doesn't lie.
Are
It's
you
not me.
serious? I
Argue
don't
with the data.
know.
Yeah.
I'm one of those family people in Chevron. None of that
Well,
there are
I
cheaters
mean,
there as well.
there's upstairs, there's downstairs. There are 5 bedrooms. There's space for things to happen. But anyway, yeah. So I think
Done.
he's cheating on her, and
How?
she should leave him. Is there any contrary advice?
No, there's no contrary advice.
I'm always a fan
He
of
definitely wants her to
scattering romance.
leave, and that's why he was now angry and saying that if she sees
That's a
pants
guilty.
next
He
week,
shouldn't say
the
anything.
fact that he said that if she sees pan next month,
Yes, next week.
Mhm.
not
meaning
next
that
month.
people are going to come again to
You
do
know
That's
that
true.
someone was probably there yesterday. That
Doesn't
please,
like her.
dear, if
He
any
doesn't.
of these stories resonates with you, please run and leave this man alone. It's Corona time. There are many more options. Well, so let's see another story. I'm trying to see. So I think we should have read these stories beforehand because now I'm scrolling down, and okay. This says my boyfriend's father keeps winking at me. I love this. So
Wink
hi,
back. What's wrong
Jero.
with what's wrong with your eyes?
What,
hell.
Mikey?
So hi, Jero. This is my story.
Wink back.
At the moment, written as ATM, I detest unnecessary abbreviations. Keep me anon, and thank you.
I know.
So from when I was in secondary
I love
school,
it,
when
anon.
anyone winks at me, it makes me wet and makes me hot inside.
Water fountain.
It's a thing that no one knows about me. Anytime I see my boyfriend's father, he keeps winking at me. I don't know if he's playing or he means anything. He's nice to me and gives me money sometimes. He winks when no one is looking. Honestly, he has not made any moves at me, but
Keep waiting.
the winking makes me feel somehow. I have dreamt about him 2 times now. I know I may fall if he tries anything. I want to tell my boyfriend to tell him to stop, but I don't want his father to stop giving me money.
Wow.
And also his father may now tell him not to marry me.
Wait.
Just-
Wait.
So, what do you think?
So I just feel like all that's remaining is just the sugar daddy hasn't collected sugar yet.
So, what advice do you have for this young lady
Wink back.
who
When
is
the father
being
gives her
controlled
money.
by the wink? So, if I gives her money and he winks, which creates a flow.
He obviously wants the sugar.
Does the
Yeah.
boyfriend that collects money from the father?
Probably not, because she sounds like he doesn't.
What a dirty girl.
But it
I
also
love you.
sounds
I
like-
love it.
It also sounds like the father doesn't know that he triggers this
Yeah, with the wing.
The
overflow
motion of the lotion.
when he winks in a direction.
The man
Overflow.
not said overflow. Oh my
Because
fucking god.
No.
Oh my god.
I feel like
Showers of blessing.
Because I feel like if he knew that every time he winked, he was causing, that kind of
A rupture.
of a reaction, I think he would stop. Or maybe he will continue. But
Shame on you. Are you leaking? What's wrong with you?
shame on who?
The
On
girl.
why are you shaming a woman for expressing her sexual needs and desires? Ozzy was just here last week. You haven't learnt anything.
Close the tap.
Wow.
So I
Oh my
think
God,
you
shout out
should
Ozzy.
break up with this gentleman and just stay away from, or break up and date his father, or break up and
That's
stay away
it.
from
Like,
both
yeah,
of
listen to
them.
me. If the boy is not ready to marry you, I don't think your
Yeah,
father's.
please,
No,
stepmother.
do you understand?
Actually, wait. So she didn't
Send
even say
it-
if the
send
father
it,
is
see.
married.
See, listen. Wait. You guys
didn't
wait.
say.
You guys wait. Hold on.
Mhm.
Let's say the boyfriend is fucking up. You should send the boyfriend that video of when Bobrisky said, "I'm your mama. I'm your mommy.
Don't kill me.
I'm your mommy."
Well, I mean, so I think this relationship doesn't have. I think she should leave.
I'm your mama.
Can I want to find a letter that we can advise
Do you
them to remain in
You know
their
what
relationship.
I wish that like Americans or like big famous people should just discover Bobrisky's like Instagram and start using like his
His
thing.
slang.
Yes.
As audio. I feel like it would be so funny.
It's be so funny.
It would be so funny.
That I'm your mommy is so hilarious.
I'm your mama. Oh, I'm your
Your
mommy.
I love Bob so much.
Oh, Bobrisky is an icon.
even more.
We should have Bobrisky on this show. It will make my day.
If you can set it up,
Please, can you sit in the cards? Can you?
Of
You know.
course.
you
Call
cannot
me now.
manipulate the
I
card.
can be
I just
reading-
like what do you think? What do you think the card of
Ah.
Bobrisky will be? The card will just be one, unicorn.
Hey, whoa. Well, I think this will be the last question. Even
Yeah.
though, just because. So next time I will read the questions to find like the messiest ones,
Okay.
because it takes a bit to scroll down. So this is very sad ending.
No.
My wife is ugly.
Ah.
Well,
I
sorry.
am sad.
That's wasting.
My covenant to God is keeping me.
You see what I'm saying? Why did you marry a woman that you find ugly?
Oh my
Let's-
god.
let's
Because I think that
see the
most
details of
Christians
the
have this
story.
mentality
So
that
horrible. Wait, can you
Let's
say it
see
again?
let's see
Please
details.
say that again.
That's just the title. My
Say
wife
it
is
again.
ugly. I am sad. My covenant to God is keeping me.
Wow.
So he says, first of all, I'm a good husband and I never cheated on my wife. That's the
Jesus.
low bar. Well, when I see my wife in the morning, I regret marrying her
wow.
or even approaching her in the first place.
Oh my. What you
I
mean?
wedded my wife in 2012. Her personality, so attracted me, but
I'm
I hoped she would
screaming.
get final with time.
Ah, who is that?
But that's so
I didn't
wicked.
Final with time and God's grace. This my really But over the years, she has increased in size and shape.
Men are so wicked.
So she went from being a square to a trapezium.
Jesus.
I hate you
You
for
say
Oh
that.
my fucking god.
She loves food and gets offended at the mention of food reduction intake.
It's a lie.
that
No,
diet.
it's the framing of
Food
this man's.
reduction.
Food reduction intake.
I'm done.
She's not appealing to me. God's grace and masturbation have saved me.
Wow.
That doesn't even have sex. Oh my god.
At least he's not using a copper. It could
At
be
least
worse.
She's not testing our side.
Why am I here? I'm here, AM. Here because I'm here because my father is being tested and I want to know if I should look outside for my sexual happiness or divorce her. I'm not happy as I am. I do masturbate to most women I see in public.
Wait.
Yeah.
What does that? How
I've
does that
entered
work?
banter. I'm sorry.
How does that
He
work?
said I do masturbate to most women I see in public or online. This sounds like harassment.
Wait.
I want to stop this. I hope not happy as I am. My feeling and mental health is affected.
You're a bastard.
Whoa.
You're a bastard.
This was the last one to
You're
be.
a bastard.
He said he masturbates to women in. I think that is illegal. Abi?
Maybe he sees them outside and he
And
goes
he-
home
and
to
he-
masturbate.
And he has a
I
recollection.
hope that's what he means, and not that he's just in public.
Standing there and masturbate.
Like not like there are 2 or 3 videos that were shared about men
Yeah,
just doing
doing
that in
that.
public, and the Uber driver as well. Wow. So what do you have to say to?
She doesn't even go.
Let's call him Ifeanyi.
Why? Please,
Hmm?
My name is Ifeanyi.
This
Stop
fr-
Are you
oh
serious?
sorry.
Sorry.
Well, this sounds like the frustration of an Igbo man. Yeah, I just feel kinship.
Wait, Emmanuel, you never. And the worst part is this man will not be looking like something from a like
The land
Hunchback
before
of Notre
time.
Dame. That's what he's looking at. Like I feel like he's just, fuck you. Like the nerve of you opening your mouth to say like, what do you look like? Like, are you crazy?
I think it is weird, like this whole thing with marriage and like
Men are disgusting.
you know,
Jesus Christ, men are
he
trash.
said her personality was what attracted him. So,
So she was funny.
that hasn't
So you now
changed.
hope
Hey,
that
marriage
she
is a
gets
joke
finer.
now.
And with God's grace.
That means waiting for a miracle. Dude, like, see, the insult I said, I pray she never sees something like this because I'm like, do you know this insult is deep, you guys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you are waiting for supernatural interference
To change you how
Jesus.
your wife
See.
looks.
My God.
I
That's
think Christian
unfortunate.
men are like the worst. Like
They really are the worst.
They now use God's
Did
grace for
you
everything.
God's grace and
did you read
forgiveness.
this purple hibiscus?
The book.
Yes,
Miranda.
yes.
And the book,
The
yeah.
Papa, what's his name? Papa.
Cambilis that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is
This
this is him.
Well, dear, the only advice I'll give to you is leave this poor woman alone and go and do something else.
Go,
You're like, this is
yes.
That's what
weird.
you're discussing. Seek
Why
help.
the hell would you?
That's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Personality.
Like it's funny, but
I'm
if
so
you think about it, really,
It's not funny,
it's
but it
not
really
fun.
is
Like,
ridiculous.
stupid.
And I think it is. I mean,
You're a
the-
vibe.
the-
When you told me
the
about
issue
something
of-
about somebody you married, what does that say about you?
yeah.
Like you're very disgusting.
At least he hasn't cheated yet, sha, but I feel like
Well,
he's on track.
Visually, yeah.
He's on track
Ah,
too.
God.
He should. The cheating has happened in the
And imagine
mind.
he's also ugly. Like he would be a very ugly person himself.
Because
Say
to be honest,
something like
maybe
Like the
his
bar
wife
people
also
set
likes
for
his
women
personality.
And for men, it's very the
Different.
difference is so
Mm,
high.
Mhm.
So I'm just disgusted.
Well, dear, all the advice given today has been to leave.
Yeah.
So, in summary, all your marriages are not working.
Don't kill me.
So, if I ever could.
And the men are not working
And
as
leave.
well because I don't
They're
understand the
not.
ideologies behind marrying women that you're not even attracted to like that. In the hopes that what God's grace will intervene, and I don't get that.
It's more like because that's the only person
Pray
that
for
will
God's
marry
grace to
you.
Yeah,
intervene on your own
exactly.
face.
I think that's the actual
That's the
thing.
truth.
This is actually insane.
And actually, you can tell by that he's ugly because if not, somebody would have been sleeping
You'd
with
have
him
cheated
by
by
now.
now.
So the only one woman that can look at your face and tolerate it is what you're insulting right
exactly.
I think these people are all fans of a certain Big Brother housemate that will not be named because I don't want fights. Because this sounds like very lame behavior.
now. My dear, I'm not here.
Don't kill me.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
send this.
so.
Don't send this woman
Like,
away,
speaking
Rico.
of Big
The
Brother,
fact that we all know
wait,
who the person
speaking
is,
of,
like,
everybody
making me
knows who
laugh.
he is, including those who are listening.
Don't send.
Speaking of Big Brother, before we leave, am I the only one that's being very weirded out by this Ozil thing? Because I mean, I don't watch the show, but Twitter has given me a front row seat.
I was weirded
And
out
basically, it shows that Ozil is somebody who is very nice.
But he's
Seemingly,
out now. He's out. I mean,
he's out of the house, and he likes someone in the house who doesn't particularly like him in a romantic
and he
way.
kept pushing
But
and
he
pushing.
keeps on insisting that.
oh my God,
and he
was
tried to kiss
so
her
disgusting.
when
he
he
was
left,
leaving and
and
she, like,
I'm
moved
glad
his
she
face.
just.
I'm like, and people
Get
on
over
Twitter are like,
it.
oh my God, why would, like, you should pray for a man that loves you. But yeah, pray for a man that reciprocates
No, first
the
of all,
attraction.
I
If
feel
you don't
like I feel
him,
like
then
relationship
no.
wise, the bar is very low in this country.
Mhm.
Yes, just
Like people
because-
praise somebody that just talks to them like 10 hours in a day. Like I see people saying, "Oh my God," my man messages me in the morning and the evening. I'm like, "Oh my God, wow, the bar is so low."
Mhm.
So I feel like a lot of women who have dated men that
Not
have given them the
best.
absence of anything also is showing in terms of
Men like the writer of
Affection,
these
in
letters.
terms of attention, in terms of just
Yeah, I
like
know what
showing
you're
commitment or passion or something like that. I feel like they are, so once they just see that, oh my God, this attractive man has the same qualities, like, oh my God, what's wrong with this girl?
Mhm.
They don't see it as what's wrong with the guy.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, this guy is a fucking creep. Like
Yeah.
he
It's a
cannot
bit
take
of a
no
creep.
for an answer.
It's very weird.
Amplify that in different scenarios. Someone that cannot
Very
take no
weird.
for an answer.
Do you get?
Very
So I'm
weird.
just like, DS, what are we saying here?
Very
Please,
weird.
it becomes
But, you
weird
know,
though.
What would I have done if I was in this house? I would have gone mad.
Me, I like
And
myself
then
because
imagine you
I know
repeating
that.
yourself over and over and over and over to a guy. I'm
Me,
not
I
interested,
feel
I'm not
like-
interested,
see,
I'm
I
not
feel
I
like-
think
I feel like pride, my pride, me. I know myself.
I
Go-
mean,
see,
yeah.
if I tell you, hey, let's do it, you say you're not doing it, that's the end. I will
That's
not
the end.
like.
No
I will never
matter-
like. Even for people like
You want
not,
to convince
not,
me?
Not even to get it. Not even to get into deep, but like even people that rape. I'm like, how do you derive pleasure from somebody knowing that you forcefully took something from
Well,
somebody?
we're
Like,
not going to
Mm.
delve
No, no, no,
into
no, 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 no,
conversations
I'm-
about
I'm not. No, hold on.
power
That's-
dynamics involved in
no,
rape.
no, you're not getting me. I'm saying.
Because that's different.
To me, I feel like it's a boss ass thing for a guy to see a hot girl and like charm her and like speak your game and then let that
And then
eventually
she likes
and
you
then
for
she likes
you.
you for
Mhm.
you. Just and not that I'm trying to talk to somebody and the person say no, I don't want. You now see go back in now. Now you are practically begging for somebody to acknowledge. Like,
I mean,
the bar is so low. Oh my God.
It's the people like that.
No, hear me.
there.
And there were different opinions. Because I know nobody go. You know that one. I trust. Went to go and put one vacation with also. I mean, I think he did like one travel type of whatever. Win a date to a trip, whatever. And women are really applying. Women are really doing. You know.
And low key, also is the kind of. I mean, I don't know him personally, but based on what I've seen, he's one of those. If I can't have you, nobody else can.
Yes.
And he will come and kill you.
Mad.
And
Yes,
you're
that
the
killing
night.
thing. I'm scared
Mad,
as well.
It's always those very
Mad,
nice ones
You put
that will
somebody
just
that
be
they
under
steal
your bed.
movies.
No,
If
you know all those
somebody- if it is
all those
steal
movies with
books.
Taraji and the rest. That just held back Taraji.
Trust a good
And
Obsessed.
Sana Layton and all of them, all the movies are yeah, but I think it's very creepy. And a lot of women have said that this is the
man of their dreams.
the creepiness. The women who don't agree with what he's doing are saying that this is why it's very hard like to turn down nice guys, quote unquote, like guys who are guys who are not assholes,
Yeah.
but you don't want to sleep with them and they find you weird because it's like, oh, but I'm being nice to you now.
Yeah.
So why
And
don't you
people
want
are
to date
accusing
me,
her of
you
like
know?
leading him on. I'm like, no, she's not really. They are in the same space.
She's I want to be
They are
your
in the
friend.
same
That's
house.
all I
No, you don't
want.
get me. They're in the same house. So I feel like something that you have to like. I can't.
You have to
I can't keep
see each
mad with you
other.
because I'm going to see you
Yeah.
every single day for the past like 3 months. So it doesn't make sense. So I'd rather just say, okay, let's just be guys.
Friends,
Do you understand?
Mhm.
So I don't feel like she encouraged him anyway.
Yeah, and I
Just like
think,
the
you
guy
know,
has some extreme issues that he needs to work out.
the demonization of
God
Lengi
forbid bad thing.
and Erica is very ridiculous
Telling.
to watch because he who will not be named, who is going to win this program, is a very disappointing
Person's going to
showing.
win?
He's going to win.
He's not.
He's
He's
going
going to.
He is going to win, and that's what Nigeria is very predictable.
Nigerians
who
have
they
the
pick.
mentality of
But
like
it's fine.
they have this from grass to grace.
Oh, we love
thing.
it. We love it. Come
And
up.
it's like
We love it.
oh
Come
my
up. Oh my God. We love it. Come up.
My
I
dear.
don't like. I've did this in that market before. Like, if I want to retweet on my Twitter, I'll
Yeah.
do like, I'm a photographer in Lagos.
I'm up and
I'm up. I'm coming.
Mhm.
My clients can be on your tail. I will tweet that. And I know that people will.
Started
let
from
me-
a humble
Let me
university
help
beginning.
you. Let me retweet so that I'm doing something good. I won't like do it. I won't like do it. So.
No, it makes sense.
I like
but
Well,
that
like,
but,
confess.
yeah, but you know, there are limits to
No, but
how
this is
far that
disgusting.
should
Yeah,
go.
no, but I understand Nigeria is the market for it. To be honest,
yeah.
I heard that Love Island is coming here. Man, I'm just like my dream.
I cannot
That's going to be
imagine.
that's going to be tragic,
Ah,
and I can't wait to
I
see
can't
Twitter.
imagine.
I'm like, it's bad that we're really
conversations.
embarrassing ourselves on the national level. We want to take international.
I
level.
mean, anyway, and speaking of TV shows, you know, as always, we're rounding up with our notice board. What I have been watching is a very fantastic show called Sing On. It's a karaoke competition show hosted by Titus Burgess. So it is very funny,
Ooh.
and his
From-
facial expressions when people can
That is
sing.
new, right? Is
Yes,
it's
it's
very
brand
new.
new.
Yeah, because
And I literally watched it all morning, and it's so fun. Sing On, it's on Netflix, and I think they should do a Nigerian version,
That's what I'm
Okay.
watching.
and it's so good. The
Wow.
Real Housewives.
Selling
of-
Sunsets. Oh my
Can
I
you see-
love
What's
Selling
that?
Sunset.
Oh my Jesus.
And Michael
Jesus.
loves
It is not
Christine.
trash.
Christine is a
Jesus.
living, walking demon.
Jesus.
And Michael
Christine
loves
is,
her.
Let me
Christine
show
is a
you.
Christine is
baddie.
evil.
See,
She's
she's
a
evil.
baddie.
I'm about to show
It's
you.
about people that
See.
sell real estate.
And
in-
real estate
in
is
I
LA.
said it to my
Yes.
sister. I said,
on
Sherry,
Netflix.
you're in America.
Yeah.
This one here making money. Better go and
Can
get
I
their
see?
degree and go and start
Do you get
selling
what I'm
houses.
saying? Go and start selling
Wait,
houses.
hold on.
It's what
Anyway,
she's
this is
doing.
not a
Amazing.
review of Selling Sunset, but
Christine
that's
is
what
a
Michael
baddie.
is
No,
watching.
I have to know. Give me 2 minutes.
No, you don't have
Please.
2 minutes.
This show is everything.
This show
and
is
I'll tell you why.
bullshit.
No, it's
I'll tell you why.
not.
Show it-
It's
I've
to me-
watched
I've watched
it.
all
I-
3
it's
I've watched
seasons.
it.
Mio,
This show is bullshit.
I like
I'm
things
so
that is an
sorry.
inspiration because I know that God's so good. I'll get
Yeah.
there. I'll buy my own house.
Amen.
So
Amen.
you and Nigerian Twitter, what's the
So-
difference?
Shut up. Listen to this.
Like,
Listen,
What's the
listen,
difference?
But the
Aspire to inspire.
best part is this Christine. I'll tell you why I love her.
Christine is a bitch.
Because she's a bad bitch. She's evil. Like you can tell that this girl she was young and she was a bully.
Can I
And
see?
I'll show you. I'm coming. And they
Can
bullied
you
her.
see Michael's
And they
role
bullied
models?
her now. She's not the
Now
bully.
she's not the bully.
But
and she's the
somebody
boss
like that in the
bitch.
normal Disney movies, something bad happens to her. But this one,
Good things.
good things.
Follow.
See, she now, you know the best part. You know the best part.
Wow.
Season 2,
Wow,
after
guys.
the first season, right? Season 2, episode 1, everybody else was in the office. They were in the office. This babe and a rich billionaire that
Billionaire
she sold,
boyfriend,
fiance. She met the man. The man married her, was engaged to her. That kind of ring that you can't even fit inside your purse. That kind of ring, right? All of them were in the office working, and the babe was doing vacation up
Touring
and
the
down.
world.
So you know like how reality TV is like your own
Mhm.
confessional. Come and now see the as in gold. I was like yes, bitch. And she recently just got married and her wedding gown was like black. I was just like, no, I love her.
She's a boss
She's
baby.
out
You would
here.
like her. Watch
Is
it.
it-
Selling
is it a
sunset.
reality
Well,
It's real.
There are two kinds of people in this world:
Okay.
people who are fans of Christine
That's
and the
your
people who are not.
business.
Christine is
Christine's
bad.
a
Let me
real
tell you
life
why I
bitch.
like
She
her.
is
Let me tell you why I
evil.
like her.
She's evil and
She's-
she causes
she's
unnecessary
mean.
drama.
She does all those
and she's
things.
very mean.
Well, I really just like something about her. I love how
she's
she
very
hustles.
mean-spirited.
I love how she dresses.
Look at.
I love. Emmanuel is not convinced.
Look at my babe. Look at.
Anyway, moving on.
She's
Please,
the
what
only evil
else?
person that I've ended up liking.
Please, what else are we watching?
I love the
Let's
show.
move
I
on
love the
from-
show. I'm
from
sorry.
this
I
I'm not
love the
watching any
show.
show.
Agents of Darkness.
I'm
Okay.
watching,
Reading,
Plenty.
watching.
Huh?
I'm watching Ratchet on Netflix.
I just finished that.
How is that?
Is it shit?
So Ryan Murphy has a tendency to pack too many things in his shows and leave
Yeah.
too many loose ends, which he has done again. But it's a good show. It's like American Horror Story. So if you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you will like it.
Okay, I'll say what I'm reading. I'm reading this book called Bed to You by Sylvia Day. Let me
Okay.
just give you a small rundown. Okay, you know how there was 50 Shades of Grey. It's not like that. It's
Ah.
just that this guy is
I was about to say, let me go
tormented.
and read
She's
it.
also tormented. So it's
Uh-oh.
basically two sexual abuse survivors
Ooh.
trying to form a romantic relationship.
Ha.
And when I tell
Ah.
you that, look, the psychologist in me loves it. She's breaking down her own psychological issues. He's breaking down his own. They're doing it together. The sex is amazing.
They read that.
It is sexy.
The-
On top of that,
is
there
it
are
your
5
soft copy?
books. Eh?
Do you have soft copy?
Say soft
Is
copy. You
anyone-
shut your perverse mouth up.
copy.
5
He
books.
copy.
So you can imagine enjoying the first one and realizing that you have 4 left. She's a writer and she's a multi-bestseller.
We
Sylvia
love to see
Day.
it. Well, that's good.
I better send the link.
That's nice. Trauma bonding through.
I
No,
love
no,
it.
trauma bonding here. They're solving it.
They're solving.
And they have couples therapy and stuff. They're trying to be healthy
Mhm.
together,
So this is
which is
blues,
what I really
blues
like.
clues of the vagina. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, so guys, we've come to the end of another episode.
Yay.
We hope this was a balance, of
Yeah, I
both
think it was a
the
lot.
introspective and the,
Mm-hmm.
gushy and mushy
Really.
together.
I can't
in
wait to
one.
hear the whole thing.
So,
Oh.
guys, as usual, you remember to rate and subscribe and follow us on all our platforms.
And listen to my song, Who Am I?
Yes, big thank you to Madame Viv
Thanks for
coming. You can
having
listen to our
me.
Thank
new
you so much,
single.
Chuuzus.
Who am I? Michael,
so fun.
I was getting there. It's
Yeah,
a
he was
journey.
getting there.
Don't interrupt the
Thank
journey.
you.
Thank
I
you
blame
so
you.
much.
Chakras.
So you can listen to her single and follow her. Contact her for a reading if
Yes.
you were interested in what you heard. And a big thank you to Chuuzus as well. You
Thank
can
you,
follow him.
Chuuzus.
Thank you so much.
On
It was so
Twitter.
fun.
Thank you for
Check out my
coming.
YouTube channel.
We have a
Yes.
YouTube channel.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I do you know.
I
I
started.
really want to go back to YouTube. I swear.
You
just
do?
started.
I really do.
You do?
I really do.
You do?
I've set
Well,
the
let's
right
hope that
thing.
you get the Midas card next time to infuse some creativity.
I
Feel
really
me.
do. I
Into
really
your
want to because I literally love YouTube.
Yeah,
I
whenever
swear.
you're ready.
Before.
Mike has a
Yes.
very, and he was very good at it.
But then
He's
I
a
stopped.
good vlogger. He's a very excellent vlogger. But
I
anyway,
really-
yes,
I
so your
really-
YouTube
I
channel,
really
what's
do. I really want to go
the YouTube channel called?
Just choose us.
Just choose us.
Choose us.
Choose us, okay.
Yeah.
All will be in the biography below.
Can I
follow
just
him
say
on
something? Can
Twitter.
I say something?
You have a very nice time. Say what you want to say.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel where I am right now.
Mm.
It's the phase of I'm not going to ever try and change anybody's notion on
Mm.
how they perceive me. Like
Hey, that's always
you can-
you're
you can-
aligned. He's
you
always talked
can.
about
So
in
no,
the beginning.
literally, I told myself this year. See, if you ever send me this weekend I just passed was
Mhm.
very a lot of things were happening.
Yep.
A lot of things.
Very,
The
very
last time I came
testing.
on this episode, I said I was supposed to get a job, Kenny, and I'm not sure if I got that job again.
Mhm.
So I've just this whole weekend has just been deep for me. So to the point where I feel when you are down, when you're going through stuff, things are clear. It's easy to sift through bullshit more. I feel
Mhm.
when you have nothing to lose, or when you are
Yeah.
when you're in that state of mind. So I really was just analyzing a lot of things. And this weekend, a lot of people are emotionally manipulative. A lot of people, and it's so it's all people try and base all this. Oh, what can I do for you? Type after all I've done for you, type of thing.
Mhm.
So it's just I realized it this weekend a lot. A lot of things. So I'm just at a point where right now, I believe I'm a good person. I believe I do people right.
Mhm.
So if you have this preconceived notion of me or whatever, my dear, that's what you're your children. I'm not like the usual me before me. That would really keep
Carry
me
it
up
on
at
your
night.
head, yeah.
I'll now really be like, okay, how can I speak to him? How can I like? So if you have any issue with me, my dear, this is your issue at the end of the day.
You can't
so
control people's perception of
that's where I am, and whoever's supposed to hear it. So
Ha.
Love it. Queen
Michael.
of Swords. Tell them.
Please, oh.
that's it. I'm serious.
Don't tank this program.
I said what I said. I mean what I meant. What I meant.
Well, yeah, that's the wrong show. If you would like to hop
Yeah.
over to.
Thanks for having me,
Sure.
guys.
Wait, thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank
As
you so
always,
much.
we remain your faithful podcasters. And we will see
We are going to
you.
go and do bad things, guys. Bye.
Oh no, see you next week.
Bye.